bẹ́ẹ̀ ni o bàbá wa Àyìnlá Ọmọwúrà ń lọ ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí. Bàbá ń bọ̀ wọ́n sì ń forí ń dá wa ní ara yá kí àwọn tó nílẹ̀ ó dẹlẹ̀ fún ẹni rẹ̀. Èmi bàbá Yorùbá mo ti dande mo yí kalẹ̀ bí òṣùmàrè sí gbogbo yín lọ́rùn yìí. Ń tá a jọ sọ lónìí nǹkan pàtàkì ni. Ẹ sì mọ̀ pé gbogbo ìgbà tá a bá wá fún ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́ wa ń bẹ ọ̀rọ̀ ayérayé ńlá mú kù lórí ètò wa. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ní ṣe máa ń kàn sí mi wípé bàbá please keep it up I love your program. À ń gbìyànjú tiwa. A ṣe ní ṣe tó jẹ́ wípé the effort of our heroes past shall not be in vain and never be forgotten. Kó tó di pé a tẹ̀síwájú ẹ jẹ́ a tún gbọ́rin díẹ̀ lẹ́nu bàbá wa Àyìnlá Ọmọwúrà. Mò ń bọ̀ ń èdè. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni o, ibi bẹ́ẹ̀ bá rí kẹ́ẹ̀kígbe tàwa lọ. Àwa ti rúbọ oṣù, àti rúbọ àjẹ́, àti rúbọ ẹlẹ́bọ lóògùn, àti rúbọ alárùká pẹ̀lú, àti rúbọ gbẹ̀rànmí dẹlẹ́rù. Gbégbé ló ní kí wọ́n má rí wa gbé ṣe, kànkàn ló ní kí wọ́n má rí wa kàn. Bí nǹkan ó bá ṣẹlẹ̀ sí wa fún rere ni. Ǹjẹ́ a fi àsìkò yìí júbà lọ́wọ́ àwọn tó láyé tó nílẹ̀, tó lágbèdé méjì ayé àti òun ọ̀run. Àwọn tí wọ́n dó ká tó dó, tí wọ́n tẹ̀ ká tó tẹ̀. Àwọn ìyá ọ̀pákẹ́ àlàkẹ́ arógbáṣọ mábalẹ̀. Àwọn olókìkí òru ọ̀sàlànsólò sọ̀lọ̀nsálá àtòríjàpá àti fúnjẹ̀dọ̀ àti ẹ̀yìn jòróǹró. Iṣẹ́ ìgbàlà iṣẹ́ ìtúsílẹ̀ ńlá wa ṣe lónìí. Ẹ má jẹ́ ohun wá. Kò hun ará iwájú, kò gbọdọ̀ ń wá. Kò hun alákélẹ́gbàá, kò hun ọ̀rọ̀gún ilé ìlá, kò hun Àwùjalẹ̀ níjẹ̀bú, kò hun ní nífẹ̀ẹ́, kò sì wá láàfin lọ́yọ̀ọ́, kò gbọ́dọ̀ ohun tèmi tàwọn olólùfẹ́ mi. Tọ́ a ó bẹ̀rẹ̀ ètò láìpẹ́. A fi jẹ́ káwọn èèyàn ó kóra jọ ni. Ọgbọ́n ìmọ̀ àti òye la kò kúrò lórí ètò tòní. Bàbá Àyìnlá Ọmọwúrà ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ gbé sókè. À ń bọ̀. Tọ́ àròjọ́ mú solókùn nítorí pé kọ́ máa di pé ó pẹ́ tá a ríra ni mo fi ní ká ṣe kánmọ́kànmọ́ ká sáré ṣe eléyìí kó tó di pé a mọ̀ tẹ̀síwájú nínú ìrìn àjò oníkálukú wa ní gbogbo ẹbẹ̀ tí a bá wà láti àbí tá a bá wà lókè èèpẹ̀. Iṣẹ́ pọ̀ lọ́wọ́ mi gan-an ṣùgbọ́n mo láti ṣe tí wọ́n ó ṣe kémi náà mú ojú kù mẹ́ torí bí mo bá ní kí n sọ di ọwọ́ alẹ́ yóò nira fún mi láti tó wá. Àmọ́ ẹ jẹ́ a ṣe léyìí ká mójú wa kúrò ńbẹ̀. Àwọn tí wọn ò bá lè darapọ̀ mọ́ wa báyìí wọ́n wá wò tá a bá ṣe tán. Lónìí a ó mọ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ìrántí àti bí a ṣe ń wẹ ìrántí kúrò ní ara. Pàtàkì ìrántí, which is called memories and cleansing ritual. A lot of people are falling victim of taking in more memories that they don't need while trying to clean memory that is with them away. There is something I want you to understand. When our people die, beloved ones, we say in loving memory of so and so. Nítorí pé kò sí bó ṣe lè lólé ayé tó ó padà wá di ìtàn. Ó padà di ìrántí ni. Yálà ká rántí rẹ̀ sí rere àbí ká rántí rẹ̀ sí aburú. Everything we do is going to become a memory at the end of the day. And then you existing now, you are atom, you are a physical representation of some kind of memory. So the way you act, the way you talk, the way you eat, the way you treat others, it's not going to end up with them as anything less or more than a memory. It is your memory they have with them. It's either hurting them or making them smile. And because in this spirituality, we understand that human beings are memories. We must either ensure that our memory compatibility in ourselves do not get congested or filled with bad memories, and also we reduce as much as possible memories that are not useful for us. And why do we do that, or how can we do that? Number one, why? We do that because when there is what we call fragmentation in a system, in our body system, we lose focus easily. We also begin to drag. This anatomy is filled with so much memories that every part of your body carries memories of its own. So when someone tells you that your central processing unit is your brain, try and tell them that the brain could be, I'm not talking about your head, your brain. The brain could be a major central processing unit. But my finger, the air that is going in my body, every strand of them, my feet, my toes, my mouth, every single one of them have a memory of their own. And they have capability of recollecting events. Which is why when someone put their hands on your eye from the back, there is possibility for you to know who that person is. It is not your brain thinking, it is the skin around your eye that is detecting who they are. Possibly because they have touched you before. It is very impossible for you to retrieve the memory of whoever you have not maintained contact with before. And so we call something nostalgia. Why? Because something is reminding us of something that has been stored in our body. Some people make us remember trauma, while some people bring about great feelings for us. At our hypnotic age and our adolescent age, that is the age of inputting data in us. The hypnotic age is the age of 0 to 7. That's why ó ṣe pàtàkì fún ọ gẹ́gẹ́ bí ìyá àbí bàbá kọ́ ọmọ rú nǹkan tọ́mọ rẹ̀ ó mọ wò ibi tí ó mọ lọ èèyàn tí ó mọ bá a sọ̀rọ̀, because that hypnotic age formed the basis of their life. So when they are growing up, every other thing is a reminder of what they have seen before, how they have been before, who they have met before. Now you must understand that this child, this person, you and I, are composition of memories. We would not exist if we are not having memory. It's either we are retrieving memory, we are processing memory, we are taking in memory. That's why when someone cannot process anything, we call them vegetable. And we pull the plug on them and tell them to just go because their body is useless. The reason why you are still relevant is because there is a memory someone needs from you. They want to make decisions, they need your memory. They want to travel, they need your memory. They need your service, they need your memory. They want to make love to you, it's your memory. You want to make love to them, it's a memory. You want them to remind you of something. A woman who wants to climax is looking for a man who has made a climax before. Said that this person has hurt me before, has made me happy before. That formed the basis of the continuity of our relationship. Memory is what you see all over the world. 7 billion people who are memories. Emitting information, collecting data everywhere. And if that is so, possibility of us also getting in bad memories in ourselves is very, very easy. Ìgbà mi wà tó ṣe pé téèyàn bá bá mi gẹ́gẹ́ bí babaláwo n ò ní jẹ́ wọlé. I won't allow them to enter because mere looking at them, they are filled up with confusion. Confusion is everywhere. Why? They have things they don't need. When we tell you don't just make indiscriminate sex, having sex with people we are going back to this basis of telling you, don't put in memory you don't need. You are also liable to infect other people with the memories of those people you have actually been with before. The physical expression of it is that when someone looks like someone that you don't like, you might not like that person. When a man begins to act like the man who has hurt you, you will not date him. When a woman begins to, even by bearing the name of the person who has hurt you before, you might not want to marry that person. Now, people don't want to marry from so-so town, so-so village, so-so family. Why? Because of memories. The hurt you feel, the happiness in you is because of memories inside of you. Now, we want to ensure that the memory present in you and I are pure memories. How do we get in memories? By experience and by touch. By experience and by touch. So when people touch your hands, when people hug you, when people kiss you, when people make love to you, what they do is they dump their memories inside of you. And that memory is a word that is a life of its own inside of you. Now I'm asking a young man, how many women have you slept with? He's telling me up to 38. I'm like, ayé tí ń ṣe ògbẹ̀jẹ̀ tó ń lò yóò lè ṣiṣẹ́ fún ẹ. Kò sẹ́bọ́ tá a lè rú ìwọ nìkan obìnrin 38. Now you see such a person, irú wọn ò lákòjọ. They don't have savings. Irúfẹ́ wọn kan wọ̀nyí balẹ̀. Irúfẹ́ wọn tí wọ́n bá ṣoríire láàárọ̀, wọ́n ti pàdánù rẹ̀ lọ́sàn-án. Ó lè jọ wípé wọ́n ń lo ilé ayé, àmọ́ ìfọ̀kànbalẹ̀ ò sí lọ́kàn wọn. Bí wọ́n ti ń wo wájú ni wọ́n mọ wẹ̀yìn. Why? Because they have accumulated both bad and good memories inside of them. You must be cautious of the memory you allow to come around you. That is the reason why when you see me, except you are my loved one, maybe we are dating, married or something, you're my child or something, it is very difficult for me to shake you at first instance. I will bow to you, no matter how old you are. I will take a bow. It's enough. And maintaining close proximity is also very not viable with someone I do not trust or I do not know. Those are practices of Asian folks. We don't shake here now. When did we start shaking? We don't even hug. We don't hug. Not because we are not learned or we are not civilized. We understand the implication of all these practices. Ibi tó ti ń bọ̀ ìpè ní ọ̀nṣẹ́ ń bẹ̀, ó ti fara káṣá, ọwọ́ à ń bọ̀ lé, ọwọ́ à ń hàn gìmí lé, ọwọ́ àkówó èrè ara rẹ̀ bá mi. Are you getting me? Thank you. Now, we try as much as possible to limit the numbers or the amount of memories of strange people that we inculcate in ourselves. So that in those times, when we really need to concentrate, when our head's supposed to work for us, we don't begin to have infiltration of other people's memory. Do me a favor, go through public transport, and then let them be playing Pasuma. I don't care if you are a Christian or you are even Angel Gabriel, sent from God above, whatever you practice. Listen to that song. You are not listening actively, you are not listening actively. The words they are saying in the car, you are not listening actively. But midnight, go into your closet, your toilet, stay there for just 5 minutes. Every single word of the lyrics of that song start replaying in your head. Every single detail of the discussion in that bus, in that car, begin to replay vividly. And then when you go to sleep, in your subconscious, the memory begin to go at war. That's why we need to be careful. A lot of people have bad dreams. Not because not because they have problems. They have memories that are disturbing them. They need what we call cleansing, or in computer terms we call it defragmentation. You see, it does not matter now if someone touches you or not. The practice of someone touching me, we can avoid that. Some people will call it rude in their own clan, in their own dispensation, in their own terrain, in their own country and all that, and say, why are you not shaking people? Why are you not hugging people? Why are you not doing this? Because I'm so mindful of the people I shake, people I hug. So I have to be mindful of the people I even have sex with. Unfortunately, most of these guys who are trying to get a trophy or break a record of how many women or how many men they have slept with, they don't know that they are doing themselves harm more than, You see yourself more armed than evil. Let me put it that way. Because either arm or evil, you are still killing yourself. Now, that is how to avoid that. For you not to get in memory, you are like a USB device. You are so intelligent. See, there is no God outside of you. Nature is complete inside of you. You cannot forget anything. I'm telling you. What we do for the child is not to jack up their brain. What we do for them is for them to be more intentional, more focused, and more studious. Be concentrate, focus. You cannot forget anything. In African spirituality, when you die, you have been certified dead. You are dead. I'm not even talking about 9 minutes after death, when your brain is still functioning according to scientific work. I'm not talking about 15 minutes after death, when some people say your spirit is still alive. Be dead, totally dead. Let them take you to mortuary, be embalmed in a morgue. We can call you back to life to give us a recount of how you died, who killed you, what killed you, and if you want to take revenge. Everything this body has touched, everything this body has admired, everything there's a camera before you, these eyes. Everything you have ever set your eyes upon is not leaving your body. You are a memory stick. Can I say that again? You are a memory stick. You must be intentional about the kind of memory you put in yourself, so that when you die, people say in loving memory or a painful exit, what you created while you are alive is memory. What you become when you die is still memory. You are a memory stick. Everything you set your eyes upon, it sticks. You might not remember because you are not focusing, or because you are not intentional, but you can remember everything. Some people say, I have dreams, I forget dreams. I said, it is not possible. Your dream is within you. The only thing we need to do is to help you become more sensitive, so that you will have enough transiting memory from the state of the unconscious or subconscious to the state of the conscious. I'm sounding mystical, right? This is still part of African spirituality. Most of the things you will hear from the Hindu gurus and all that, they are ours. You just need to be more intentional. Now, we move on. If you die, we can wake you up. However, we can disrupt you are a memory stick. When you have memories in your computer system, you know, there's a point you get to that your system begin to patch some cake, some cookies, some junks, and then if you are not careful to maintain that system, it begins to drag. It will be slowing up. Then if you refuse, after so many warnings, it will crash. Some people will say, my system crashed. Phone me format, Nisha. No, the phone has been giving you warning. Just as it is. You know what the technological folks did is to replicate what is called natural intelligence into what we call artificial intelligence. So tell me any single technological advancement that does not have its basis in nature. I'm talking to you right now. You are looking at me, I'm looking at you. I can't see you because you are not showing yourself. Because they saw that people can only look through what we call eyes. So they gave this phone a camera lens. So whatever this phone captures is stored in its memory and then transmit to others. You know what we are doing? It's like you are touching me when you tune into this broadcast. So whatever I say to you right now is stored within you. That's exactly what happened. When you meet someone, you touch them, you shake them, you hug them, you do things, you create events with them. You create memory with them and it sticks within you. So also all the things that happen around you. That's why sometimes, most of the time, psychologists will tell you when someone goes into trauma and they could not perform very well, they will tell you that what happened to them last, when we have the exact replication of what event happened to them in the last time, they will continue. Now, they have been barricaded from continuing in their memory life. They needed that event to reoccur. Some people just need you to shoot gun beside them for them to jack up bag. Memory. From there, they will begin to pick up. Some people who have accidents, they cannot remember their name, their parents' name, and all that. What we do is we take their loved one and we say, stay with them, stay around them, so that we can jumpstart their memory again. We tell the people that these things are inside them. We just need to reactivate them. That's what you are. Memory. Simple memory. Now, when you do not defragment your system as a person, when you do not cleanse your cake, often when you don't clear out your junks, when you don't make sure your memory is retrieving data in such a way that there is no redundancy within you, people die because of lack of defragmentation. So that's why we do cleansing ritual for people. And we advise them, go for cleansing ritual. Sometimes you become so moody, nothing has happened to you. Sometimes you are just depressed, no one has hurt you. You wake up so gloomy, you wake up so sad, you wake up without any form of motivation to go forward. Something is wrong with you. Your memory is getting jam-packed. You have acquired and amassed things that does not belong to you and memories you do not need inside of you. So we tell people, perform these cleansing rituals once in a while, and also often, at least twice a month. Let it be your daily routine even, because you go out every day. You have co-workers, you have neighbors, you go to grocery, you go for shopping, you have dated Bisola, you want to move to Yetunde. Please, can you clean the memory of Bisola before you move? Else you will pour the memory of Bisola inside Yetunde. And as long as you are with Yetunde, you are still putting in the data of Bisola in you. So when our children want to get married, to come what a man so pe kian lo le se lodo babalawo. Ka wede o weri won, jankari wo tin be lara won ka we danu. So these children can start their life afresh. And it is because of the importance of memory that in our own tradition, getting married as a virgin, either male or female, is so paramount and important. Because of all the memories we can clean, the most difficult one to clean is the memory gotten through sex. So we say this thing is so rigorous, and so for us to get it out, it's going to be stressful. Why don't you abstain from premarital sex in our own land? How many people are getting married as a virgin now? We have people who got married as a virgin. Their marriage did not work. Will they not marry again? That's why we say the cleansing ritual is still intact. I saw a page, someone was advertising for folks how to do cleansing. And this person said they should read Psalm 51. Said they should read Psalm 51 into water. I'm like, do you know that somebody wrote that Psalm 51 out of frustration? Somebody who is depressed, who is frustrated at one point in time, wrote Psalm 51. So you'll be reading the frustration of another person into water and be complicating the matter on your life. Can we just wake up? There are incantations, what we call Meduneta, which is called the language of nature, that we will speak into water to reactivate or activate the potency of water for us to be cleaned up. We will not only do cleaning, we will do drinking. We will not only do cleaning, we will do drinking. As a gembe, or yamogbe, or tomato, or wemara. Are you with me? Now, somebody may be there saying to me that, but why is it always looking complicated and all that? Because life is complicated. Because life itself is complicated, and only the toughest folks make it worthwhile. Some people were not controlled to be mad. They got mad because there is too much of memories inside of them. Too much. It is not because a shoe is instigated against some people. It is because they have gone to plug themselves into a source that is messing up their head. Memories mess your life up. You will be in marriage with some people or in relationship with some people. You guys are happy last night, but this morning you are not just happy. Memories of those you have been with is fighting itself inside of you. Now it is possible for you to marry the most awesome man in the world, and for a day or a moment you become so jealous, so hateful, so resentful, you will not be able to explain. You have done nothing wrong, but he's got memories that is messing his life up. Memories inside of you. Memories. Thank you. Somebody is talking about Lagos life. Ìṣòro nífẹ̀ẹ́ ni tí ò ní mọ́tò tiẹ̀ lẹ́kọ̀ọ́, kó tó fara kán ní dánfó, kó tó fara kán ní mòlú ẹ̀, kó tó fara kán lọ́kadà, ó tún wọnú márúwá. Even if you don't have HIV/AIDS in Lagos, the memory inside of you can confuse your life. Èyàn ó kọ̀ mọ́ yípo lójú kan náà ni. Abọ́yẹ̀bọ́ ṣiṣẹ́. You will just be merry-go-round. So that's why we say the cleansing must be constant. For you to maintain your highest form of divine reality, you must ensure that no alien element is found within you, so nature can connect with you and be direct with you. Some people will go to bed and dream that they are being chased in the dream. Inside AC, Musimo Lagun, they will be sweating profusely inside AC. While awake, they are hustling. In the dream again, they are still running. You will now say they should not have hypertension, kidney problem, and the rest of them. Other people's memory inside of you will reactivate itself. Olówó wá pọ̀rọ̀ kú, ó ní kò sí irú ọba tóun ò lè jẹ. Some of you love horror movie. It is one thing for your life to turn out horrible. It is another thing for you to use your hand, your money, to go and buy horror. Horror movie, more like you, more like a war film. War film. Do you know what is called media? Do you know what we call entertainment that is being put on you here in Africa? All those science fiction. Your eyes capture those things. The memory lives inside of you. And your nature begins to make it around to torment you at the end of the day. You know the reason why we have parental guidance and censorship on movies? Because some things are not meant to be watched. Some things are not meant to be watched. Unfortunately, we love the most traumatic life. That's the reason why people come to us, wanting to hear a particular thing from Ifa. But you don't need to do anything. You don't need to buy any items. We just give you rules and regulations to follow. You will say, people love to live a miserable life. So when they come to us, they want to hear certain things. Ifa will not tell you what you want to hear. Ifa will tell you what you need to hear. And most times what you need to hear is not always what you would like to hear. So we spend our money, added money, move from mainland to island to go to movies, to go and watch horror movie. We go back to mainland and sleep and live in horrible life, inside dream. Ewa ma da babalawo láàmú, engun mẹ́ta lẹ́yìn láti Èkó sí Ìbàdàn. Bí Ìjìgbò mẹ́ta ló lẹ́yìn láti Àbújá sí Kwara. Ó ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ relays, all sáré ju same boat lọ. Continue feeding yourself with bad memories. So we say clean all these memories. Clean all of these things regularly. Do them. While looking for how to clean your memory, I know some people are selling so many things. The tarot folks, people selling crystal stone for you. They are selling eyes of Goddess of Mercy for you. So many generic items online that you guys are patronizing and buying. I have been warning you, stop buying generic spiritual items from people you do not know. You know what happened? It will complicate the memories inside of you the more. Most of you do not know that the spiritual items in your home that you bought online are even monitoring spirit like CCTV for those who sold it for you. They bring messages into your life and take messages to their home. For example, when we want to do the work of wealth for someone, mind you, if you want to do wealth job, so we should do for you, you must have something you are selling, even if it is water. Àwọn ọmọ já námà báwọn àfáwọn ti máa ń pè wọ́n tó jẹ́ wípé ilé ni wọ́n jókòó sí, wọ́n sì fẹ́ ṣiṣẹ́ ajé tó lọ fìyà rẹ̀ ṣòwò ni àìṣiṣẹ́ ajé fẹ́ni tí ò níṣẹ́ lọ́wọ́ bó jẹ́ pọ̀nmọ́ lásán lọ ń tà á ṣe àṣírí rẹ̀ ó bò eléwédú ń kọ́lé ní tí mo fẹ́ kọ́ ọmọ nù eléwédú ń kọ́lé tí mo fẹ́ kọ́ ọmọ nù. We do it in such a way that it becomes easy for you to live. Way easy for you to live. And what we are trying to say is, when we buy those things, even though they are generic items online, there are things we need to do to ensure that all of these things are being neutralized. Are being neutralized to make sure that the memories they are bringing from wherever they are brought did not transfer to you. That's why I always tell people, when you make delivery for any spiritual item, ensure that they don't give it to you directly. Don't collect it from their hand. Let them put it on a neutral place, which is the floor. Let it spend like 30 minutes there so that the memory can get acclimatized with your memory in the environment before you pick it up. And when you even pick it up, we have some things we have to do for like 7 or 2 or 3 days, depending on the item, to clean up the memory of whoever is bringing it or whoever has touched it. And that will take us to even water. Water is the most dangerous thing in the world. I will be doing a broadcast for you on water. I've done a teaching on that. If you want to buy the copy, you can buy it. But I'll do a teaching on that. Introduction, not detail. Water is the most dangerous thing. Water is so porous. Water is as porous as mankind. Water is a memory stick. Inside your fridge, and you put fish in the fridge, the water will start smelling fish. Why? It is annexing memory, sucking in memories, making sure that everything around it, water cannot focus, water cannot concentrate on something, except you have to guide it. There are things to do to ensure water works for you. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ yóò ti lọ sí ilé ìjọsìn àwọn bàbá olómi sharp. Kí ni wọ́n mọ̀ nípa omi tí wọ́n fi ń ṣèwòsàn? Wọ́n mọ̀ pé omi o, ọ̀tá o, kí lọ́tá wá dé di omi, mọ̀. Are you with me? Memory is so important and so essential that it can confuse your life, mess your life up, make your life miserable if you do not know how to cleanse it and do the ritual all of the time. Take it very seriously. The memory you get when you have sex with strange people, when you touch them, when you shake hands with them, when you hug them, places you go to, where you sit down and all that. Every single thing in this world are living things. There is no non-living thing in this world. In this spirituality, there is nothing like non-living thing. Everything is speaking. Everything is talking. Baba veja ewita avajegbo akoko fọwọ́ kan oloro ta so si. Oloro ta so se wita so se gbo. So that it can get the memory we are passing to it, so that the what we say to it is what it will do for us. There are some apps, they call them awogbarun. They can cure 200 ailments. Not because, but because they hear from us and they do exactly what we ask them to do. That's the explanation of memories. You are memory and memory. Every single thing have their memories. What memories are inside of you? What memories do you have inside of you? Some people, you meet them, they speak, they are not cognitive. There is no cognizance in their talk. They are easily distracted. They are here, they are there, they are talking everywhere. They speak anything, do anything, they live anyhow. Memories. One of the most dangerous things that happens to you, that makes you become so vulnerable and filled up with so much negative memory, is when you are given to drinking alcohol. Alcohol will disgrace you and your future generation. You know what alcohol does? it divides your brain, your head from your being, and make you become vulnerable, susceptible for strange possession. Alcohol, when you drink it in an amount you cannot control, it becomes susceptible for strange possession. You cannot control yourself anymore. Memories begin to flood into you. You begin to flood into memory. You can get lost in it. There is a need for you to cleanse all these things and ensure that you are in tune and in sync with nature. Ogun alakala o je ise nípa báhùn. Àìní lọ síwájú, ìfàsẹ́yìn, kéèyàn mọ ní mental problem, depression, ìròbìnújẹ́ ní depression. O ṣe iṣẹ́ látara pé you are cleansing yourself, the energy around you is being purified all of the time, and also you are cleansing yourself to ensure that you are not a dumpster or a garbage can or a garbage trash for the memories around you. It is about living intentionally and leaving no stone unturned. That's how life is. If anybody asks you, pé ṣógun láyé, sọ fún wọn pé ogun ni o. Ọlá ti múra sílẹ̀. Unfortunately, many people get themselves involved in these traps without even knowing. You know, I've said it now that it is not only through sexual intercourse you get memories from people. Shaking people, hugging them, sharing the same space with them, watching them closely is a way to also get memories from them. So, taking away from this particular teaching, I say, reduce the amount of people you shake. Some of you guys, you can shake yourself 7 times within 2 minutes. Just to say bye-bye. You will say, I go be now, I go be now, I go be now. Every time you say, it go be, spontaneously your hand is shaking them. Be taking memory that does not belong to you. Some of you, you cannot see other people, you'll be shaking, you'll be hugging them. People you have not seen for a long time. Hug them, take memories from them. Hug them, take memories from them. And it is so unfortunate in a third world that we live in, like Nigeria, where a space of 2 people, we have to pack 5 people there. You maintain close proximity with people. Aside the fact that you share the same humidity in the frequency, you share the same, you even share fluid with some people you don't know, and then you now share memories with them. They dump their memories in you. When you now get home, you now hug your children, hug your husband, go and do other things before you get to clean yourself. What you have done is that even if you go to clean yourself, when you now go back to hug the people you have first hugged before you clean yourself, you pick up that memory again. We need to be careful. So, ngba táwọn bàbá wa ń sọ pé tá bá kọ́ délé ìwẹ̀ lákọ̀ọ́kọ́ lọ lè wẹ̀. Wọ́n mọ̀ tí ń sọ, ìmọ́tótó is not only what they are aiming at. It's not hygiene alone they are aiming at. They are also aiming at the spiritual cleansing. The spiritual hygiene. When you move out, when you get home, please go and have your bath. How do you have the bath? What will be in the bath? What word will you say to water when you are doing that? That's why you now have to talk to me in my DM if you are interested in that particular kind of knowledge. And I'll share with you. The beautiful thing is that even if you pay for it once, you will not need to pay for it again. It becomes yours. You can teach anybody you want to teach that particular knowledge. I love when people are actually living their life according to DIY, do it yourself. However, let's share this information with ourselves. If you have any question, this is the time to ask now. Quickly go ahead, ask your question. I have given you explanation on why you are memory and other people are memories, and why you must not amass people's memory that does not belong to you, and the danger of getting the memory and getting congested. If you have questions, you can actually put it now. Otherwise, we will just I'll play some music for you, and the next 2 minutes, if there's no question, we can call it a day. Welcome back, people. Somebody is asking, how do we cleanse these memories? I've just told you, you can reach out to me in the inbox, and we will talk about how do you do the memory. But it is very certain that you need water. You need water. you need what we call sea salt. This is not the salt you use to cook in your kitchen. Sea salt is different from other salt, and few other things that I will reveal to you. But the most important thing is that when you get all the items together, what words do you say to clean your memory? What words do you say to clean this memory? Reach out to me in the inbox and we'll take it off from there. Lux Black is saying that is cleansing with salt in bath effective? It is going to be effective when you know how to activate it. Taking your bath with salt water is more or less like washing a meat ready for cooking. It's more or less like just seasoning yourself up. Just taking bath with salt water is, and there are different types of salt. What salt would you need? And then what alternative do we have if we don't have salt water, sea salt? And what words do you say to that water that will help you to activate the energy in the environment and deactivate the memories you don't need? Because it is not all memories inside of you must get rid of. That's what you have to know. It's like having bacteria inside of you. Not all bacteria within you are bad. If you clean all the good bacteria away with the bad bacteria, all kuni, all pada kuni. You get the point. So that's it. Cleansing with bath water is good. With salt water is good. But what kind of salt? What kind of water? And when do we prepare the water? How do we prepare the water? What time of the day can we do that? What words do we say to it? Reach out to me in the inbox and we do that. We do that together. With a token, just a token. Let me talk like Trump, just a token, yeah, we just do a token, yeah. Can you please do a live on manifestations and positive thinking? I can do that. Please, Omobalanle, kindly send me a DM regarding this because I might forget. Send me a DM right away regarding this, making requests for this broadcast. We'll do that and make it work. Okay. In the absence of more questions, you know what we do? Kindly go ahead and send this to your friends and family and also tag them. We will be sharing it on our page for review and rewatch. Please kindly tag them and share with them. And níbi tá a dé yìí yóò dára fún wa o, yóò yẹ wá kalẹ̀. A ò ní báráyé fọwọ́ tì í, a ò ní kú sórí mo ṣe mo jìyà. Ìjẹ́ kékeré owó ńlá ni ó mọ̀ tọ́ sí gbogbo wa. A ò ní bá wọn ṣòwò tí ò ní lérè. Àwọn alágbèdá ò ní gbé wa lọ́mọ lọ́wọ́, ò ní gbé wa láya lọ́wọ́, ò ní gbọ́kọ mọ́ wa lọ́wọ́, wọn ò sì ní gbaṣẹ́ mọ́ wa lọ́wọ́. Ẹni tí tiẹ̀ ti jóná kò ní koná mọ́ tíá. Bó bá kè ní àtọ́lá ká filẹ̀ chacho bora. Ọ̀yẹ̀kú ọ̀yẹ̀là yóò mọ jẹ kúkú lórí gbogbo wa ni. Ọdọọdún là ń rógbó, ọdọọdún là ń ráwùsá, ọdọọdún là ń rọ́mọ obì lórí àtẹ. Ẹni bá ní tá a bá sùn ká mọ́ jí mọ́, ojú wọn láti mọ́ ṣeré. Ojú wọn láti máa là, ojú wọn láti máa lò. Ìgbé ayé tí wọ́n mọ jẹ́ bànújẹ́ fún wọn ni. Ọ̀rọ̀ tó kété bá sì balẹ̀ sọ ilẹ̀ ń gbọ́. Lónìí mo sọ bí àṣẹ ni, kì í ṣèpè, kì í ṣègún. Kọ́ṣẹ́ mọ́ lára bí ọṣẹ, kọ́lẹ̀ mọ́ lára bí etí. Bí ó ti rí nù, ó dìgbà kan ná. Bí ó ṣe rí nìyẹn. Bí ó ṣe rí nìyẹn. Á tún mọ ríra lọ́jọ́ mìíràn. Ire o.